the New York Jets made the right move. Aaron Glenn is the new head coach of the New York Jets. He'll be getting a 5-year deal to be the next head coach, and this is an excellent move because of his coaching style. And before making this video, I saw a tweet. Bill Parcels had something to say. He said he's not afraid to speak his mind and get his point across. That's what this team needs. They need tough coaching. Now, Parcells said he's not going to be rude, but he's going to get his point across. He's not going to tolerate laziness. He's not going to tolerate all these excuses like we saw from the Jets the past 4 years. So this is a well-needed change, and apparently Parcells had a large voice, and he was portraying that Glenn would be his guy to ownership and the 33rd team. So huge shout out to Bill Parcells getting this done. And speaking of, Aaron Glenn was here when Parcells turned it around. The Jets were a joke, and then they flipped the script. He knows what it takes. He did it in Detroit too. They flipped the script, especially that defense, man. So this is a great hire, and I don't want to hear people complaining about, oh, he's a defensive guy. Defense wins championships. That's just point blank. Look at the Chiefs-Bucks Super Bowl. The Bucks defense won them the Super Bowl. Their offense didn't even have to do that much. So defense wins championships. I love it. And I like the potential staff he's going to bring on. Steve Wilks is rumored to be his defensive coordinator if he can get him. That's awesome. That's a former head coach. He was the Niners defensive coordinator last season when they went to the Super Bowl. Their defense was pretty good. The Niners defense this year, not so good after they fired him, unjustly, if you ask me. And this one's interesting because everyone's going to say, oh, the offense this, the offense that. Todd Haley, interesting. Former Steelers offensive coordinator, former head coach, actually, of the Chiefs. Funny enough. He's a head case, I'll be honest. But he's a great offensive coordinator. The Steelers offense, the Killer Bees, he was the mastermind behind that. So Todd Haley's not afraid to speak his mind too whatsoever. So that kind of fits Glenn's mantra. I love the staff that he's going to build. I think it will be good enough. And listen, Todd Haley, he could deal with the offense. Who cares? Glenn, but the main reason why Glenn was brought in is because he is going to change the culture. He's not going to tolerate all these excuses. He's not going to tolerate losing. Aaron Glenn hates to lose. You can just already get that feeling from him. And the Jets have been losers if we're being 100% honest with ourselves. So Glenn, he hates that. He's going to want to change it. Well respected. This move is getting applause from a ton of people around the NFL world, and for good reason. I am glad that Woody Johnson and Chris decided to go this way with a former Jet, someone who is prideful about the Jets. He wanted this job. That's awesome. He wanted the job, despite all the circus and noise. And it is different from Saleh last time. It really is. I don't want to hear that comparison. Glenn is a tough coacher. That's all you read about. Is he is willing to be a little bit harsh with his players, to give them the truth, to not just be complacent with poor performance. That's not acceptable. That's been acceptable for the Jets the last 3 years pretty much. So this is excellent. I love it. The first year, here's something that I'm very interested in. I think he might want to keep Aaron Rodgers. And I know that might rub people the wrong way. Understandably so. He has been a circus for this team. But first-time head coach, what's usually the issue? The quarterback position. And for a first-time defensive coordinator becoming head coach, they usually don't want to figure out the offense. Or I don't want to say that, but they struggle to figure out the offense side of the ball from the get-go. Keeping Rodgers, he would be a good bridge. He's capable. And if the Jets do decide to bring Todd Haley as offensive coordinator, I think the offense could be pretty good. Just saying. That'll be interesting to see, though, but that's something for the future. I love it. I'm excited. I can actually wear this jersey out at college with some pride for a little bit, so that's awesome. Let me know, Jets fans, what do you think about this move? I personally love it. I will give it an A. Not an A+, but I'll give it an A. First time, so, you have to be a little bit skeptical. But from the rest of the candidates, I think it's pretty good. I think the fact that he was a former Jet, he wore the green with pride. I think that means a lot to him, and I think he wants to be the guy to turn this franchise around and finally get us to compete and get to the playoffs again, because we haven't done that in so long, and we're the joke of the league. Lions were the joke of the league. What happened? Flip the script. Hopefully the same thing happens. Hopefully we're not looking back on this video like, what were we thinking? But I doubt it. Let me know, Jets fans, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace. Also, I'm back to making videos now because I was so disgusted with the Saleh era. I'm back. Let's go, Jets. Jets, Jets, Jets. I will see you all in the next one.